Two Nigerian twins brother left for America with one promise. They looked koro at their parent eye and said, Mama, Papa will make you proud. It was a day their family would never forget, simply because after years of struggle, everyone believed the breakthrough had finally come. A few years later, the twins were making more money than anyone in their family had ever imagined. Their parents became the envy of the whole village, and people pointed koro at their home as proof that traveling abroad had changed their family's story. The one phone call all the way from America changed everything at some point. The same twin everyone had celebrated suddenly became the talk of the community for a very different reason. My brother, my sister, welcome back to African Black Gold TV. Today's story is inspired by real international vehicle trafficking cases. It is a story about family, easy money, and how one wrong decision can destroy everything you spend years to build in Obodoyibo.
An international car theft ring, prosecutors say, is responsible for more than 100 stolen cars in our area, has been broken up.
So federal and local law enforcement officials announced the indictment of 6 men who allegedly shipped the stolen cars to Africa.
And as News 4's Mark Seagraves reports, one of the alarming elements of this case is the new technology the thieves are now using, making it easier for them to clone your key.
Life in America wasn't easy at all. But the twins didn't complain. They worked long hours, accepted any honest job that they could find, and slowly, they began to find their feet. Every single month, they sent money home, helping their parents to repair the family house, and they live a more comfortable life as well. Before long, neighbors in their village started saying, those boys have really made it in life. The twins were happy simply because they believed all their hard work was finally paying off in Obodoyibo. Then, one evening, while visiting a fellow Nigerian, they met a man who seems to have everything they wanted. This man drove an expensive car, dressed well, and spoke confidently about the opportunity in America. After a few conversations with this man told them that there was a business that paid far better than the job they were currently doing. It involves buying vehicles and shipping them straight to Nigeria, where the demand for American cars was growing every single day. To the twins, it sounded like a simple business opportunity, and they decided to listen to this man. A few months later, one of their friends also introduced them to another Nigerian who was already making good money in the vehicle export business to Nigeria. He explained that many people in Nigeria prefer cars from America because they were often cheaper and in good condition, so they need American car. He told the twin brothers all they had to do was just move the vehicle, prepare shipment documents, and arrange container held into Nigeria. It sounded like a genuine business, eh? The money was far better than what they were earning currently. And before long, both brothers agreed to join this man. They now started sending money home. They started even living comfortable, and they believed that they had finally found a breakthrough in life. But as time went on, they began to notice that, not every vehicle came with same papers to the garage. Some arrived without keys. Others had damaged plate numbers. And whenever the twin asked a question, the people would say, don't worry, just do your part and leave the rest for us. The twins look at each other, but it's all about money. Their money was coming in, so they choose to keep going with that business. Everything suddenly changed one afternoon when one of the vehicles they were preparing for shipment suddenly appeared on a list of stolen vehicles. At first, the twins thought it was a mistake, but before long, they realized it wasn't the only one. More vehicles were being linked to theft reports from different parts of America. And for the first time, they began to question the business they had joined. Now, this isn't just a made-up story. Over the years, authorities in the United States, Canada, and Nigeria have uncovered several international vehicle trafficking networks with stolen luxury cars traced from North America and Europe straight to Nigeria. Some vehicles were recovered at the port and car dealership, while others had already been sold to unsuspecting buyers. That is why this story should matter to every buyer, every car dealer, and every family in Nigeria. Back in the story, instead of walking away, they convinced themselves everything would be fine. What they didn't know was that investigators had already been following the network for months. One morning, just as they were getting ready for work, there was a knock, bang, on their door. When they opened that door, federal agents were standing right outside with a search warrant. Within minutes, the apartment was being searched. Their phone and laptop were taken away from them, and both brothers were placed in handcuffs. It was only then they realized the business they thought was changing their life had already been under investigation for a very long time. As investigators now continued their work, the full pictures now began to emerge to these twins. The twins had become part of an international vehicle trafficking network that stretched from the United States to Nigeria. Some of the vehicles had even already been shipped overseas, while others were intercepted before they left the port. A few of them had even been sold to innocent buyers who had no idea that the vehicle had been reportedly stolen. Similar cases have been uncovered over the years, with stolen luxury vehicles traced from the United States, Canada, and Europe to Nigeria. In many of those cases, some of the vehicles were recovered, while innocent buyers lost both cars and their money they had paid. By the time the investigation was complete, investigators had gathered enough evidence to take everyone involved to court. What had started as a business opportunity in America was now a criminal case, and there was no way back at this point in time. When this case finally reached court, the evidence was laid before the judge. After listening to both sides, the court found the twins guilty for their role in trafficking network. They were each sentenced to prison. And just like that, the future they had worked so hard to build suddenly disappeared. After serving those sentences, they were deported to Nigeria, returning home under circumstances neither they nor their parents had ever imagined. When these twins were telling me the story about how they were deported back to Nigeria, I told them, what is the next step now? They said, bros, we're going to make it to Nigeria. The twins, they lost their freedom, but they were not the only one who paid the price. Their parents now returned to the same quiet life they had left behind. This time, carrying a different kind of pain. The story is also a warning to anyone buying imported vehicle in Nigeria. Before paying for any car, please make sure the documents were genuine and the vehicle has been properly checked. Not every luxury car on the market in Nigeria has a clean history. Sometimes what looks like a good bargain today can become a very expensive mistake tomorrow. This is why experts always advise buyers to verify a vehicle history before paying for any imported cars. Some people have lost both the vehicle and their money after discovering too late that the car had been reportedly stolen overseas. My brother, my sister, what do you think about the twins' story? If they had walked away the moment they started noticing things were not right, do you think their life would have turned out differently? And for those of you buying imported cars back home in Nigeria, this story is also a reminder to be careful. A beautiful car alone is not enough. Make sure the documents are genuine and always buy from trusted dealers. We've shared this story to educate and create awareness for our people. If you enjoy it, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to AfricanBlackGoldTV, and turn on your notification so that you don't miss any of the next documentary. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you guys. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.